Hello guys, hi, this is Ganesh Nayak. I help finance professionals and students to excel in their career and become a better version of themselves. And I also help students preparing for FRM and CF exam. We have with us one of our student, Jobin. He has been able to clear FRM Level 2 in May 2023 in his first attempt. And he's going to be talking about his journey, his experience of clearing the entire exam. So before we start the conversation, first of all, thank you very much, Jobin, for taking out time and talking to us. And if you can just give a brief to us with respect to uh, when did you clear your level one, okay, and when did you basically started your level two prep? Yep.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right. So I was working in the banking sector for the last 7 years, and
Hmm.
it was on 2021 May that I started preparing for FRM Level 1, and then I took a year to prepare for it, and I took the exam in May 22.
Hmm.
I was able to clear it in the first attempt itself, and then. I had to move to United States because my wife was here, and so I immediately started preparing for level two itself, and
Hmm.
uh, and then that also I took a year to prepare, and I took the
Hmm.
exam in May 23.
May 2023. Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
so it was like a 2 year
when you
journey.
started
Yeah.
your level two prep, okay. So, did you start any particular order in the sense any particular book that you started first with?
Yeah, I started off with market risk first because that was like more connected with level one. So it was a
Hmm.
continuous like war chapters, correlation chapters, uh, then the yeah. So I started with level one, and then I started off with liquidity management. So after
Hmm.
completing these two, I had to move to US. So there was like 1 month gap break in there because of some paperwork and all. And then I again started preparing for investment. And then
Hmm.
by that time, we got the news that like there is some changes in operations coming up. So
Yes.
I so I just stopped that like market, the investment, liquidity. Operations, I and my brother thought like we will wait for some time till the syllabus comes out. So we
Hmm.
kept the operations and current editions like little more later, and we were just
Hmm.
preparing with these three books in the initial stage.
Okay. And
And
what
credit,
was the
yeah.
number of what was the number of hours that you guys were putting in? You were putting in for each day when you
Uh,
started your prep?
when I was working in the bank, it was like about 2 hours per day. Then when I moved here, I got little more time to prepare because there was a lot of paperwork to be done before getting a job. So
Right.
uh, yeah, so I got more time when I moved here. It was about 4 to 4.5 5 hours, like preparing, watching videos and learning the subjects.
Okay. And the process that you followed initially when you started, you were only watching the video. You didn't solve the
Yeah,
question bank.
in the
And then
first
you
in the first place, in the first round, I was like more focused on watching the video, understanding the concepts, like where to begin, how the syllabus is going, the Excel sheet that you gave us, right? So just following that, yeah, to have
okay,
a basic
okay.
understanding of what is happening.
And when did you complete your fun full reading of the Surger book for level for the entire
Um,
level two content?
okay, so as I said, I kept operations and current issues towards the end. So market,
Hmm.
liquidity, investment, credit, all these it took time December to complete the first round.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And then you started solving the question bank from January?
Actually, no. I then we just like after the first round watching the videos, then I thought
Hmm.
of like studying it. Before watching
Revising it.
videos
Okay.
means like yeah, it was like an overview of what. So I just started to study that. So January, February last, I tried to finish out that, and then after my second round only, we started actually doing the question bank problems.
Okay, okay. And when
Mhm.
did you complete your overall solving of the entire question bank?
Towards and then, like from February onwards, I started operationals and current issues. So by March, April, the content was over, and almost the question bank also was over by then. It was continuous
Okay.
revising. Actually, towards the end, because of this continuous revising, we felt a little bit bored with the syllabus, like the same thing
Mhm.
again and again. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. And so by end of January, what was your status, if you can tell us in terms of preparation, solving and watching the videos?
Status in the sense means like how much I completed or
How much you have
the
completed? Yes.
okay. So by the end of January,
No,
uh,
March. March,
um,
31st of March.
31st of March. Okay, yeah. Um, but like at that time also, I completed till operations, but current issues we didn't start at that point itself because there was some more adding to the current issues. Like I didn't here to get the books and stuff. It was a little bit late to get the
Okay,
the readings and stuff. So I had to um download it, get printouts and all. I had to wait a
okay,
lot of time to get the printouts for that. But market, liquidity, investment, and treasury, almost like I covered every area.
okay.
And
So
in
only current
credit,
issues was pending.
yeah, yeah.
Only.
Current issues I kept to the like operations. I tried to finish till what was in the syllabus, new
Mhm.
syllabus, new additions and all. I waited till I get the new notes and syllabus in hand.
Okay. And the overall, if you look at the challenge that you faced in your entire
Hmm.
preparation, it can be a
Yes.
particular content, it can be some other external factors. So, what
Hmm.
were some of the biggest challenges that you faced while preparing?
Um, the one thing was that the last minute change in syllabus was really tough for me because, to get the new syllabus, the new readings in hand was really difficult for me to get. So that
Hmm.
actually took a lot of time for me. And then second one, externally, moving to here from one place to another, and also side by side, you have to search for jobs and all. So that also
Hmm.
was a bit tough, coming from a nice, well-placed job to come here and to find that comfortable job here was little tough.
Right,
Yeah, and so you need to keep on, you have to study as well as, you have to apply for jobs, attend interviews and all. So that took a lot of time. In between, I
right,
got into some retail space, but then, there it's not a comfortable job as like in India,
right,
That was like
right.
extremely tough. Then as far as syllabus is concerned, um, for me, a little bit tough now to get, to understand. For me to get a little bit tough was, if I say, was investment, some of the investment chapters, some of
Okay.
the credit chapters, especially the models and all. That's like
Rating
actually
model.
new to me. Yeah, rating models and all. So yeah.
Yes, yes.
That was a bit,
Okay.
actually, I go through a lot of videos trying to study it, but then I think that like it was taking too much of my efforts and time, so I left it actually. I
Yeah, notes.
I
I
didn't
know notes.
work.
Creation of notes for at least 1,000, 100 chapters very difficult. So
Yeah,
practically, yeah,
that
practically it has to be only Swagger and. But did you solve any mock papers for the exam?
Yeah, I tried to solve the Schwetzer's, that mock papers. And also, in my second round, when I was reading like doing a second reading, I also went through the question bank that you gave. So my experience with the first level one was that, the Schwasser would be like a straight throwaway questions. So if you go through your questions, like the question bank that you provide, there would be some more tricky questions, some more
Hmm.
application level questions was also there. So that really helped me in level one. So I made it a point that in the second reading, I do the reading and also side by side do the question bank so that I get more practical, applicability with what I learned.
Okay.
You know,
And
some
now,
more additions also were there. Yeah.
but in terms of full length mock, did you solve our mock papers and gap sample paper?
Yeah, yeah. I took I solved the stresses question bank. One
Okay.
question
And
bank. Yeah, yeah.
what was the average score that you got in that mock, if you
Average
remember?
score
Out
was
of
like about
80,
what is sorry, what is that?
out of 80, how much you did you got correct?
About 40, 45 would able to get that level, 40, 45, that range.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Okay. And when you went to the exam, so the exam was in
Hmm.
US, right? And when you went to the center, okay, what was the first 1 hour? That means what happened in that first 1 hour of the actual exam?
Hello?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
repeating the question.
All right.
So when you went to the exam, what happened in that
Hmm.
first 1 hour of the actual exam?
Okay, so my writing like actually my test center was in the original test center that I applied for was actually like a walkable distance from my office that I worked, but they canceled my test center over there
Okay.
and said that I need to rebook like 2 days before. So it's not like
Okay.
what's in like in India, you know, the next place would be somewhere near. Here it's like I had to travel like 2 hours from my work site, the second spot that I got.
Oh,
And also I am in my probation period. I don't have much my leave hours also. Like here, only if you work you get the leave paid time. So my supervisor was really kind that
okay.
like at first I told I just need like 4 hours of my work, but then when my test center got shifted, I needed the whole day off. But she was really kind and she gave me permission and I got my time off and it was like about 2 hours away from my home.
Hmm.
The over there, when I checked before going there, when I checked through Google whether the test center was open or not, in Google it showed it was closed. So I was like really
Oh,
worried if actually the site was open or closed. But my brother-in-law said anyway we can go there and check if it's open or closed. So that worry was there. You know, actually, one experience is that they canceled my exam at the first, my original exam center, and then when I check the Google site, it shows that test center is closed also. So that worry was there. Will they be open or closed? But then I came
right.
there. My time was from 1 to 4, but they allowed me to take, like, I reached there like 1 hour early, 12. So I asked them if I gave my details. They told you can actually attend the exam. So that worry
Wow.
was there. But then I had to calm down, you know. That worry from worry to the normal exercise, I had to calm down.
Right.
I started off the exam. The questions was good. Um, much more, correct. Yeah, I went through the, Telegram chat, the kind of questions the people put in there too. So most of the questions was related to the, uh, the
Concepts
clues that
which
we
which are
get from the
interesting.
yeah, the concepts, almost similar questions. So then I got about like 1.5 hours. Like I went through the whole paper for 80 questions, and then I had like
Mhm.
1.5 hours left, to go through again and attend my questions. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
And then within that 4 hours, you were able to complete 80 questions. There was no time issue.
yeah. No, no, no time issues. I was able to complete
Okay.
it. Yeah.
And how many theory and how many calculation questions were there?
There were. mm Most of the questions was theory. Like that, that's how I would like to put in. Most of the questions
Mhm.
was theory, about maybe 10 to 15 problem questions. That's it.
And those were straightforward from problem questions,
No, no,
or
no,
they were
no,
also
no.
tricky? All tricky.
Some
Okay.
were straightforward. Some, yeah, especially the operations side, it's moreover. I would like, I say, frankly say that operations, I was like, the basal part, I just mucked up, there's no way to, no other
Remember,
way.
definitely, yes.
Yeah, you have to remember it. So some of the I got quite a good number of questions from those areas, so those were good. And then there like some of the questions like purely theory chapters were also there, like um those areas, even if those were theory, the questions were like a little bit tricky. You cannot just plug and play. You have to think, spend some time what they mean, like especially the uh,
Mm.
the answer choices that give also was more or less same, similar. Maybe one or two words would be different. So yeah, those
Okay.
questions really took some time in the operations
Okay.
place.
And
Yeah.
when you came out of the exam center,
Hmm.
was there any number in your mind that okay, I will get out of 80, 45, 50? What was that number?
I knew that I would clear, but not actually the number. Like, some questions were really good, some questions were really doubtful, but overall, I had that confidence that yes, I would clear the paper. I cannot say the exact number, but I knew that I would clear the paper. Yeah,
Okay.
I was
And
a bit
this time
confident.
also,
Yeah. Hmm.
like in level one, you and your brother were doing study together. Was this
Study together.
happening same for level two?
Yeah, it was happening the same in level two also, but now the time difference was little more complicated. Back in when it was in India, it was more same timings, but now it was little bit complicated. But yeah, but Saturday Sundays we would spend more time together, like watching videos, any questions and doubts that we have, we would share with each other. We would also contact you and ask the questions. Yeah, so it was like a group learning for both of us.
Okay. Okay. And
Yeah.
now the quartiles that you've got is 1, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is a quartile. Now, when if somebody asks you right now, what are the
Hmm.
three tips that you can tell with respect to how to prepare for FRM level 2? So what would be those three tips from your side?
First thing is that like start early if you can. Don't keep it till the last movement. Second tip, operations you will when you read you will find it like easy going. You can some areas you just need to, especially AML, KYC, and all those areas. Especially if you're also in a banking sector, you will feel that it's very easy. You can easily put it write in exam, but those areas
Hmm.
needs thorough reading, thorough practical applicability also. So operations is not
Okay.
easy. You need to have practical level area to that questions. Then also watch out for any change in syllabus also. If possible, if you could get the materials as early as possible, try to get the
Hmm.
materials early possible and concentrate on those areas. And then level two, it's more like theory, not like level one where there was more practical level. So
Right.
if you're a kind of person who doesn't like theory, start early, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. And I'm sure this interview will help a lot of level two students who are going to be preparing now and the next May exam. So thank you very
All right.
much, Jobin, for taking out time and talking to us and walking us through your journey and your own challenges of clearing the level two infrastructure. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you very
Jobin.
much.